Episode 1 of the TAGcast podcast going live here at twitch.tv/TAGuardians. Welcome to the TAGcast Podcast. I'm your host, DrSnake, followed by my co-host, MrKumara. The TAGcast Podcast is partnered with the Allied Guardians. The Allied Guardians is an online community platform full of small streamers, players, and content creators. Join the Allied Guardians at TAGuardians.org/apply. Wow, this is like I'm not used to this. I don't know.
Yeah, is this your first day?
I guess so, dude.
Is your first day streaming?
I think it is, bro.
I don't know. I think your viewers miss you, man. I think it's been a while. I think you need to get back to streaming.
Dude, I really think I do. Like this is like I don't know, it's a different format. Especially I'm not seeing my own stream setup, so you're controlling everything and I'm like freaking out.
I'm in control.
I don't know. yeah, you can mute my mic and I would have no idea. TAGcast Podcast is also sponsored by Tower LFG and the Destiny Community Network. Tower LFG is an online community platform that moves the toxicity away from LFG. Nah, dude. Yeah, they bring the toxicity. Why we partner with them. Join them at discord.gg/Tower LFG. The Destiny Community Network is an online network that brings Guardians to closer together on one platform. Join them at bit.ly/DCN-Discord. Jeez, there's so many links. All right.
Did you memorize all this?
I did, dude.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah, look at me. See, this is legal stuff that we got to go to. So, see, that's where I freak out. Now we're good here and we're live.
That's where I freak out.
Okay,
look at a sheet of paper.
Yeah, I really should, or Google Doc on this screen. But all right. So, welcome to our lovely audience, and welcome to MrKumara. MrKumara, how's your day going today, brother?
My day is going pretty well. Just got off of work. Ellie's here to say hi. This is my channel mascot here. She is an Australian Shepherd, 3 years old. She's really adorable, and she likes TREATS, and I can't say it because she knows what it is. But
I can
anyway,
say it though.
Yes, you can because she can't hear you. But no, my day was great. I had a kind of a slow day at work. Didn't really do much. My work's kind of a reactive game, so I just kind of wait and wait for people to message me. Drove home, not too bad of traffic. Now we're here, and yeah, what's up, Guardians? How's it going?
Yeah, everything's going great.
How was your day, sir?
My day was good. I got up this morning.
All the intricacies that DrSnake has to deal with.
All right, you ready? So I got up. I took a shower. I scrubbed my butt, and then that's a good.
Okay, wait. I have a question. Start off.
All right, go ahead.
Are you like a hand washer, or do you have like a loofah or like a rag?
I have a loofah.
Okay, now do you use the loofah that you wiped your ass with to wipe your like face and stuff too, or? Like you got like ass loofah?
No. So I
just messing with you.
Yeah, no. So I scrub all myself first. Then
You know what? That's smart.
You know what?
That's
then
smart.
then you
That's
go
smart.
to
That's
the
fair.
private
it's the
areas.
Next person's problem, right?
Right. But
exactly.
I have my own personal loofah. So my parents or anybody, they don't use it, so we're good. But other than that, I hung out with my buddy today, my best friend from high school. We hung out for a little bit and caught up. We've been hanging out for the past few days, just kind of meeting up, going out to lunch, things like that, meeting out with my high school friends. So it's been a lot of fun catching up with them, especially after COVID. I was the senior class that dealt with a lot of COVID. So, catching up with them as we all went to college was, it's really nice. But That's my day. I'm very excited. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. And now I can't believe that the first episode is live right now. So
yeah, let's. I want to say hi to chat. Exciting. What is up, everyone? Yes. Tadisa, Fridge, SirExcal, Kindle. What's up, guys? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Thursday, and welcome to the podcast. And that is a alert that popped up on my screen, but we're chilling. Okay, nice. I first want to bring it right back to the shower thing. Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm ready.
So, I have a routine in the shower. Okay. And it's a logically sound routine, and I'm very thorough about it, and I feel weird if I don't do it. Start off with the hair, right? Clean the hair.
Okay.
That's the top
Yes.
of the body. Clean it all.
Yes.
Then clean the
Yes.
face because all that shit off your hair just came onto your face. Clean the
Dude,
face.
yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Now that's all clean. Now you clean the neck and you move your way down. That way everything dirty goes down. And if I don't do it in order, I feel like I didn't just take a damn shower. I don't know. Does anyone feel this way too? Am I the only one that like religiously does this?
I'm totally the same way, because it's like, you know, it doesn't make sense. Like, you don't want to wash your butt with the loofah and then wash your face and stuff. Then it feels like you just smeared all other stuff on your face, and it's just not the right way. Now, how do you feel about this? When you get a haircut, do you take a shower after you get home?
No, because my barber's really good about not getting hair all over me.
That's fair. See, I even know if my barber's good, I have to.
Okay, let me. That sounded a little bit like pretentious. Let me rephrase this. So he does a lot of cleanup work. It's a lot of brushing, hot towel rubbing, and they do a razor shave on your skin.
Oh,
excuse me.
Nice.
It's a straight razor, super nice and warm. Shaving cream that they put on, super nice. And then they usually get like a like almost like, you know how like an air compressor can have a nozzle that shoots out air.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like one of those, and he just fucking blasts you with it. Usually does the job, but I will say I do change shirts. You can't get hair out of shirts. All right. Your collar is fucked for the rest of the day.
Yes,
you better
I
wear
agree.
a shirt that you would wear painting. Okay, you're not wearing that thing for long.
See, that's how I feel. Like, you know, I won't, like, I'll definitely go throw it right in the dirty basket. But at that point, I'm like, why am I supposed to go shower? Because as soon as I scrub the hair, there's a bunch of hair that just falls down, and it feels so like you feel like a new man. You know, that's how I feel.
Did Leah get timed out for using her emote? Yeah, stop spamming. Okay, you need to turn down Nightbot sensitivity like by 10.
All right. Next episode 2 of the TAGcast Podcast will have Nightbot at a more reasonable level.
Yeah, Nightbot won't be so rude, okay?
And we'll have better TTV emotes set up here, so don't you worry.
We'll have
some changes coming.
We
had to get at least the foundation.
This is the rough draft, all right? This is the rough draft.
Yes. Next week is the editing, and then the third week is the final draft. And then the fourth week, it's published. That means it will never change. It will always be the same. We
will perfect what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word.
Yeah, bro.
We're going to perfect the thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
Yeah, perfect the thing that helps the thing with the thing.
Yeah, bro.
See?
Oh, look.
There we go. Oh, there we go. SirExcal showing off those emotes.
If anyone is of age being able to drink, feel free to drink along with me. I am having Blue Moon Haze, hazy, juicy, pale ale. Very good. Drink along, stay hydrated, but of course enjoy a few beers here and there.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot drink. I am not of age, so if you are not of age, please. Man. Yes, but I will be 21 in December, so I will be able to share a drink with you on this TAGcast, and I will be very, very excited as we do it. But
that'll be a big celebration. We're gonna get hammered on TAGcast.
We will. We're gonna get hammered. I don't know what you're pulling up there, but it's freaking me out. Okay.
I'm trying to. Okay. So just to touch back to. Remember how whenever we were talking about how we could find the longest BTTV emote name?
Yes.
So I found one, and it was a good 100 characters long, probably.
That's nuts.
It was ridiculous. Tad asks, so what's the topic today, gents? The topic today is the TWAB for this week. Came out today. I know some of you probably have read it, but I have not, and I'm pretty sure Jake has not as well.
I skimmed it, and I read all of it.
Perfect. And then after that, I want to show everyone a funny video. Sorry for our audio-only listeners. You don't get to enjoy the memes. But maybe we can edit it out because it'll just be a lot of randomness that you won't understand. So maybe
if you're an audio listener, join us at twitch.tv/TAGuardians. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, also your mic sounds like ass whenever you do that.
When I get close like that?
Yeah, I bet you our audio listeners are going to love that.
Sorry about that.
Should I do ASMR? That's why I have a limiter on your mic. The TWAB for this week seems redundant. What the?
Exclamation mark TWAB. Yeah, you don't know what trying to say. Is. Exclamation mark TWAB. Read this week's TWAB here, which is 5-26, 2022. But I guess without further ado, I guess we'll kind of get right into it. We had a little bit of an icebreaker. We checked in with our chat. I'm very, very excited. We do want to kind of address one thing before we do. It's called This Week at Bungie. Yeah, it's actually TWAB.
It is called TWAB.
The TWAB for this week seems redundant. It's called This Week at Bungie. Leah, stomping our thunder. Anyway, we're gonna we want to address something real quick. We do want to address the recent incidents that have happened at Uvalde. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Uvalde, Texas?
I couldn't tell you. I'm terrible with names like that.
I apologize if I'm pronouncing their name incorrectly, but the Texas elementary school shooting at Robb Elementary School, it's horrific what has happened, and the LA Guardians, TAGcast, and all entities, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of our partners, feel the same way. Our hearts go out to the victims and their families, and we hope that elected officials do something to prevent these incidents from happening again, because enough is enough. And our love goes out to all the families and the victims. So we just kind of want to address that. If you don't know what has happened, if you're not from the United States, definitely do some research on it. Robb Elementary School shooting in Texas, United States. So if you're not from Uvalde, I think. Okay, thank you, Leah. We really appreciate it though, and but we'll start going on a lighter note here. Let's talk about the Destiny 2 season. I'm excited. MrKumara, I guess I'll kind of just get your thoughts and about what do you like about the new season? Have you really played it? Anything like that? Anything you want to share? Do you like how we kind of had the same content before, just maybe a few years ago? And like, what are your thoughts on everything?
So obviously, it's the whole thing about Bungie recycling content again and everything, and I totally get that side. I totally understand that you paid for this game and you expect a lot out of it, but the thing is they could also be charging us a monthly fee. Like, for example, World of Warcraft charges a monthly fee. They don't drip feed content, but it's like annual releases, like how Destiny 1 was. And so I feel for paying a one-time fee or even playing free, I feel you have so much content at disposal. And yes, obviously it's drip feeding content. I personally have a problem with drip feeding content. I think it makes for very dreadful and kind of strung out seasons, I guess you could say. Because, everyone loves when a new season comes out. Everyone's hyped when a new season comes out. But the moment, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the season passes, everyone is bored over it. And I completely understand why. And I am in the same boat as them. I miss, just having a shitload of content at our disposal that rewarded a bunch of stuff. And there was so many cool activities that you could do that would reward gear and all like that. But there's stream up in the background. So it says someone's stream is up in the background. Let me do something real quick. Hold on.
I don't hear anything.
I don't think it's coming from me.
I don't think it's coming from me. Tad, I don't know. Something, but he used Kappa, so I don't know if he's just trolling with us.
But yeah,
Tad,
anyway.
You're a troller.
Yeah, for real. But no, so I completely understand where everyone comes from in that aspect. But
sure.
The thing with this season, okay, that I think I enjoy a lot is we get to see a darker side of Destiny that we usually don't see. We've seen this in the Shadowkeep season or whatever it was. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know season names, so don't expect me to let you know what all the season names are. But I really enjoyed having ghosts everywhere and turning corners and seeing a fucking guardian ghost sitting right there, and they're nightmares and they're all over the place, and it brings on this ambiance of like oh shit, like these are the nightmares of other Guardians, you know, like you're maybe I'm fucking up the lore or something, but I think it's really cool that they're bringing back, because you know, Moon's haunted for a season and then they dropped it, and then it's like put on the back burner. You could go do stuff here, but it's not really that great. And then now we get Moon's haunted again, but now we get to go to the Leviathan, which is, I feel like, such a pinnacle of Destiny. That was such a cool experience to go aboard the Leviathan the first time, do all the raids on there and everything, and just explore what they have to offer. And I like the fact that you don't have to load into a raid space anymore to go explore the, you know, the Leviathan. Obviously there's limitations onto where we can and can't go, but I really enjoyed the Leviathan content, and I really enjoyed the Shadowkeep content. And I think this season is really fun. And why am I blanking on his name now?
Callus?
No, one of our clan members, starts with a D. Donatello.
Donatello, yeah.
Yeah, so he was talking about how he's never played the Shadowkeep, or I don't remember which, the Moon's Haunted one or something.
That was Shadowkeep. Yeah, I don't know the season, but that was the big DLC that I got introduced.
Yeah, and I was like telling him, I was like, I think you'll really like it. I think I really like the darker aspect that Bungie gave us, because we don't ever really see that. We see a lot of victory, and of course we saw our light being taken away, but then we prevailed back from it, and then it was just like we get down and then we come back up, and we get down and we come back up, and right now we're up, but there's some really fucked up stuff happening, and we're like, oh god, like this is about to be a crash, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But I like all of it, and I don't mind that they brought back the weapons. I think the weapons from you know, that season with the Beloved, the Ostringer, all that stuff.
Yeah, season
the
opulence.
opulence. Yeah, right. I really enjoyed all those weapons. I enjoyed the Ostringer. I enjoyed the Beloved. I enjoyed all of them, and I'm glad that they brought it back, because I don't think they should have gotten rid of them. But I don't know. I'm ready for the season. I think it'll be a cool season. It'll probably be something where I end up playing for 3 to 4 weeks, and then I probably will start playing other games because there's no more content. And you know, the dungeon will keep you busy for a little bit, but with all the new games coming out too, I don't see myself religiously playing this season.
For sure.
But no, I'll give it the time it deserves. I'll give it the time it deserves, and then some. But I also gotta, you know, give my love to the other great new games coming out.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. You know, so far I've only played like, you know, one day of it, or one night. I played with you that night on Tuesday. I think the night it came out, or the day it came out, we played that night. And I really like it. I think, like, you know, I was in his stream yesterday. I think I was watching a YouTube video, I don't know, of Grenader Jake, and he said it great on his channel. And he said that it is a small update to a big game. And he said that everybody comes in and they're all like, every time a season comes out, they want it to be the next big DLC. So we just got Witch Queen. They want it to be the size of Witch Queen for a season. Right. And it's never going to be that. You know, it's going to be small updates to give content so you don't feel dried out. You know, I think Bungie, because there's such different lore, I think they could get more creative with the seasons and give seasons like a new episode. You know, so think about it. I think of it like Destiny as a TV show, you know, and this is my analogy I brought up on stream a few times and with other people just playing. I've said, you know, bringing this, you know, like, so Destiny is a TV show, and the DLC is the new season. Okay, I know that's weird, you know, because we have seasons, but just bear with me. So you have the DLC is a big season, and every new season is an episode. Okay, so there's gonna be something new.
Right.
You know, and you have new episods until that season's over, then the next season
building to the finale.
Right, exactly. So I think Bungie, instead of just bringing in like a, you know, and I don't know if they're just not like being as creative, because again, with them working on the new ISPs, but I think Bungie has such big lore through Destiny 2 alone. I think that Destiny 2 could build off on those wars, and we can go explore other things. And that's what kind of the season's doing as well. It does build off of lore, but there's like I bring up sometimes like that one thing that we found in the Cosmodrome in D1, and it's still in D2, where you go and explore that little cave, and it's like the remains, and it's like saying about Master Raoul, like, and he's like, a million deaths are not enough for him. It's like, Well, what does that mean? We had that since Destiny 1, and we never got told what that is, at least to my knowledge. And I'm not a lore expert. I'm not Bife. I don't go and do a hardcore delve into the lore categories, but I really think I think Bungie could definitely get a little bit more creative, but everybody who like expects something really big from these seasons, I think they're getting their hopes up, but those people are like, oh, it's a dead game. It's a shit game. And it's like, literally every time there's even just a season, it's at max capacity all the time. So, so I'm definitely looking forward to the season, but I'm also looking forward to playing other games. Like you said, you'll give it the love it deserves. You'll give it the playtime it deserves. And then you'll move on to some other games and come back. It
will always be like, it will always be my favorite game just because of how many people I've met people. I mean, I've met people like for Tad, for instance, lives in Germany right now. We know people in other countries through Destiny, and I know people from multiple states in the US that I've played Destiny with and become really good friends with. I've unfortunately yet to meet any of them. But I like my, Charlie has met a lot of the friends that we built together through Destiny, and it's just such like I don't know, it's just such a cool place to like meet people, and it'll always be, when I think of video games, it'll always come back to really sick moments in Destiny. So
yeah, and I take tag for not. So we just said Tad. Now we're saying tag, TAG. So we don't get that mixed up. Yeah, like Guardians, but tag or TA Guardians for short. Like we created that through Destiny, and and as much as like now I'm working with like you and some other people to possibly branch off into other games. Destiny 2 is our foundation that we started. And I think that it's always going to be that love, and it's always going to be that place that we want to that place where we want to meet and connect with our current friends and meet new friends through raiding, through trials, through just because Destiny 2 is so cool that it's like you can do so many activities, and you can meet so many new people, and I hope on Bungie's part that they make that a little bit more accessible, to allowing Guardians to connect easier via maybe like a console in the tower, where we can meet, and you could say, oh, I'm looking for a,
a built-in LFG.
Trials. Exactly. Because you have like these LFGs that are so toxic.
If you remember, they tried to build something like that. It was the
Guardian not Guardian Games.
I almost said Guardian Games too.
Yeah, but it was
guided games. Yeah, guided games.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was such a cool concept, but obviously leaving it up to I wouldn't say AI, but leaving it up to your system to determine who gets match made with who is going to cause some problems, because you're not seeing what people like are looking for. You're just being like, oh, hey, this guy is, I don't know if it's like skill based or like completion based, where you get placed with people who kind of have around the same completions as you. But I think it's a really cool system, but like I said, it's hard for your system to do it for people.
Yes, I agree. And so I think like basically what you said, like guided games was definitely a great idea in theory. I think it definitely needs to be reworked. I think like just having like a console there that you could put, okay, I'm looking for Trials of Osiris, I need 2 people, and because in-game people are better than like the people that are on the actual LFG sites that are like, did you see on Twitter, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you saw this, I'll have to go find it and I can send it to you like later throughout the week or whatever, but it was, this guy was in an LFG group, and the leader, whoever it was, he got the pulse rifle, and before the guy who wanted to do the LFG, or was looking for the group, he got kicked right before he got all the loot, and the guy kicked him and he said, I got the pulse rifle, fuck you, or something, excuse my language. And it's like, that is such toxicity, and I'm like that's the problem with LFGs, like everyone, and I see so many people on Twitter defending LFGs, and it's like, well,
I don't use LFG anymore.
I know I won't. I used to in D1, but D1 was so much better.
Well, and that's whenever the community was like actually like everyone was like welcoming and loving and like
yes. But I think really honestly the split between seriously the PC community, and I'm on PC, like so, I'm a part of that community. But I think the splitting the community, and Bungie has admitted that they shouldn't have done this the transfer to PC. They've said that. Obviously it's too late. They can't just take down the game. I mean they could, but they're not going to. Obviously they're going to lose money and they're going to lose players, and it's not going to be good all around.
Right.
But I think. I don't know. I think LFG is definitely, you're never going to be able to shut those sites down.
Well, Xbox had a really good integration with LFG. So you said you play PlayStation, so I'm assuming you never did Xbox. But Xbox, where if you were in a game that had a multiplayer function where you could team up with people, you could press the home menu button on the remote and it would have it would say like Destiny Hub. And you'd click on it, and it would bring you right to an LFG page through Xbox. You could post an LFG, and you could post the title of the event, you could post a caption for the event, all that stuff, right? And it worked great. And all it did was all you had to do was press invite, and Xbox made it to where it would invite them to the game, and it was such a good system. And I feel like Steam should almost do something like that. I don't know if they do. I'm not aware if they do, but
even the Destiny the companion app does something. I don't know if you have that on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I used. So I stopped using the Xbox LFG app at some point. I don't know why. And then I found the companion app, and I found that to be better.
Yes, and I think that is actually, from my experiences, I met Kindle actually. No, I didn't mean Kindle. I met Kindle through Jake's stream, but then I met the other guy that we played with. And I haven't played with him in a little bit, but he's also, I think he stopped playing Destiny. I met him through the companion app. He joined us. We needed one more for trials, and he joined us, and we actually became really good friends, the three of us. And that's how and that's just really cool. So I think the companion app's definitely a good option, but I think going, I think LFG definitely needs a look, and I think on Bungie, I think that they could find something through it. If they have a team like honestly just their communications team, how can we bring Guardians together and bring ideas to that team that can implement it, who can do the coding, and they obviously the player support team that is maybe DMG and stuff like that, even other community or whatever, they can kind of come up with ideas on that side to bring to their player support team and be like, listen, we want to have an LFG within Destiny through the tower. How can we do this? And then have those conversations. So
right. Tad mentioned a little bit ago in chat. He said, I just find it odd that they didn't advertise the other 21 plus new weapons. That's excluding Opulence plus old Nightfall weapons plus Trespasser. And I feel like the reason why they did that is because they didn't want to. I feel like they knew they were kind of get grilled by the community by showing reskinned or reused guns that we've already had and that we've already used and everything. And I feel like they partly did it because they didn't want to be grilled for it. They didn't want it and I completely understand it. Yes. I wouldn't want to be fucking grilled anyway. I'm giving you guys guns that you bitched about whenever sunsetting happened.
Right. And that's another thing too. And I understand on the community's part, I was having this conversation with SirExcal the other day, and we were talking, and we thought sunsetting was a good idea in theory. It really was, because I understood, that they wanted to, no one wanted to put down the weapons that they're using, being Mindbenders, Spare Rations, Luna's Howl, Mountaintop Recluse, whatever the case is, no one wanted to put those weapons down. They could have gotten God roll weapons of everything. It would always go into the vault, and you're using Spare Rations, Mindbenders, and
Recluse
or whatever. Yeah, Recluse,
Mountaintop.
Yes, so I understood, but it was poor on Bungie's part that they basically said, well, we don't feel like nerfing these weapons anymore, so we're just going to sunset everything, and it was a poor excuse of oh, this is what we're going to do, and it's instead of trying to take the action to nerfing them. I think Bungie realizes, though, sunsetting was a bad idea, but if you're going to just release them little bits and release now Beloved and everything back into the wild, you might as well unsunset everything, because these people, I understand, the only difference between getting a Beloved now and a Beloved that you had is the Beloved that you or can get now, you can get a red border on it. and you can be able to craft it, which is cool in theory. But people who have god rolls now in their vault sitting there, they can't use. I mean, they could go use it, but they're not going to be up power. No one wants to really use.
Didn't they announce that they were like allowing the older like guns to be used?
Well, in Iron Banner that you can, because Iron Banner power level is disabled, but like that doesn't count for trials though.
Gotcha.
So like now you can't take your god roll beloved though in the trials, but you could take it in Iron Banner if you want. Yeah. And at that point, if you're gonna do that, unsunset everything, because at this point, honestly, and listen, I really didn't like this Spare Ashes Mind Menders meta.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Well, I think
like it was because okay. I think the most PvP fun that I've ever had was in like Titanfall and Titanfall 2. And the reason why is because of how fast paced that PvP is. Everything's moving so fast and everything's balanced so well. And I think with the Mindbender's shoddy build, it was so fun because everyone was just running around everywhere, shotgun and everything. It was annoying to get one-shotted by it and you don't even know it hit you, but I thought it was fun. Okay, so Tad here says, but the 21 weapons weren't sunset and aren't reskins like the dungeon weapons, which actually look really cool. So that includes Vanguard, Crucible, Iron Banner, Seasonal, Dungeon, and World weapons that aren't old at all. Then to that, I kind of like whenever they don't show us stuff. Like, I kind of like whenever they put out a seasonal video, kind of a breakdown of what's to come, and you don't see everything. I like that. I think it is very nice because you get in game and you're expecting these things and your expectations are, I would say, lowered a little bit, and then you get in there and then you realize, holy shit, we have all these new guns and armor and all these new things that we've never had before, all these new perks that we've never had, and I enjoy it whenever they don't show us everything personally. But just to jump back to that whole goddamn, there's an ad. Switching back to that whole kind of meta thing of sunsetting, right? I think they are slowly working towards something like that, like killing metas, because obviously we had, with the whole what's that one? Oh, Revoker.
Revoker, yeah.
With that whole Revoker meta, right? Everyone that had it was using it. Everyone that had Recluse was using it. Everyone that had Mountaintop was using it. You have these guns, right, that just dominated PvE and PvP. Okay, both of them, like not even close to any other ones. All right.
Yeah.
You have these guns, right, and everyone works so hard to get them and everything, and then you just like shit on them. First off, the first issue there is making guns. If you plan to have a game that goes on for so long, you can't release guns like early on that are super OP. They're just gonna be sitting there at the top of the used guns at every single season and content page. But what they do now is they release those seasonal pinnacle weapons or whatever they're called, right? There's a new gunny every season. And what they do is they now give us an artifact that gives us perks. And those perks relate to what the season is about, right? So last season we had volatile rounds and all these cool volatile builds because we got Void 3.0. This season now we're getting a bunch of solar like cool mods that we can build like mods with. And with that comes very, 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 very different meta changes. And it adds so much more. That I was talking to Carrie and the waifu like a couple days ago, and he was talking to me about what I think about Solar 3.0, and I said I think it's going to be really good for PvE and PvE, or PvP and PvE, because you're not only going to see, oh hey, now Void 3.0 is out. There's some really crazy builds with 3.0 that really work well in PvP and PvE. So then what they do is now you run into everyone like Trials using a bubble. All 3 Invis Hunters, right? You have all these things that everyone's using and it's one thing. But now we have Solar 3.0. Now you have more options. Now you're not just going to run into 3 Titans with bubbles, right? You're not going to run into 3 Invis Hunters. Now you're going to run into fucking golden guns that can run around the map for 10 minutes and you're going to be just running scared, right? And then whenever they release Arc 3.0, now I feel like once they do that, it will refresh all of PvP and PvE, because now you have such an insane amount of combos or builds that you can do. You can build craft essentially. You can It's not going to be, hey, you either can do you can either do Blade Barrage, you can either do a 3-shot powerful golden gun or a 6-shot golden gun. That's it. Those are your choices. Now you could do like all these different crazy builds that'll extend the duration of golden gun. Obviously you have that Hunter exotic helmet. Can't think of it right now. That gives you that one powerful golden gun, or the what's that one helmet called?
Celestial.
Yeah, Celestial. Yeah. But I think it'll be good for the kind of longevity of everything.
Yeah, and that's what I think like too. And I think Bungie explained that like when Void 3.0 came, it came out hot, and in reality it really shouldn't have, in my opinion, just because we've done Stasis and Stasis came out hot. So it was like, okay, you kind of, because that's when they introduced obviously the ideas of doing fragments or I was like, why did that type? I forgot you're on the account too.
I saw you type earlier and I was like, what the?
Yeah, that's funny. But like you have shit, I forgot where I was. Where was I? Where was I? I hate that, dude, when you like just forget where the hell you are. So you had that, so they introduced like the fragments of like Stasis and everything like that, and Stasis came out really hot. So but now I'm glad that kind of Solar 3.0 is, and now you have a lot of people aren't using Stasis as much, and they also, I mean, I shouldn't say that, there are people always going to use Stasis, and always going to people use Void and Solar. Like, obviously those are the subclasses. You only have certain amounts that you could do, but I feel like now it's kind of like good that like you're not gonna, like you said, you're not going to run into always 3 bubbles, which is good, because that's like, it becomes a problem, especially like now, now we're kind of moving towards a factor of talking some PvP. The PvP becomes a problem when you can use anything. Like you can just throw any ability and use any like like any ability, any grenade, anything like that, and not shoot your gun once or not move from wherever you are and win your fight. Like that's where it becomes a problem that like everybody has to rely on abilities. And again, that's just from what I've experienced. That's my opinion. I know there are people through chat that aren't going to agree. You might not agree, and that's totally cool. That's just from playing PvP the most through this game. I can see that it becomes a problem when, everybody can't, doesn't want to fire a gun, and you have to find that balance. And it's very hard on Bungie's end. That is very hard to find that balance of abilities and guns. It really is, as this game, so. But I'm glad that I'm hoping with the abilities, like everything gets tuned down and guns go up. Like, there should be a balance between like, I think I saw like 70-30, 70 gunplay, 30 abilities. Like I really like momentum control. I think momentum control for regular Crucible will be fine with some tweaks of radar. Obviously you have radar back on a regular Crucible, and not the time to kill being that fast. If you have the same abilities and like where you don't get abilities, everything, unless you kill people, the more you kill, the more your abilities all grow up or go up. I think that'd be really cool. Having that like factor of, I could, I have to go fight and I have to go fight people, and shoot my gun to get my abilities. I think that to me, having a super build up as you fight, I think is really cool, and I like that momentum control. Like I said, I think I like momentum control just in general, just like with that, the time to kill being really fast. It's like a kind of mix of control and mayhem. It really is, Right. And if you're really popping off, you'll get your supers like constantly, so I really like momentum control. But I think having those features into actual Crucible, I think can make the Crucible setting a lot more balanced, because then you really don't even have to tune the abilities necessarily, maybe a little bit, obviously, if like Child of the Old Gods is like, reaching too far, obviously you need to turn that down, and especially if somebody can get that, every 2 seconds, if in a normal Crucible, if they have a 100 strength, I think is what they are.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, but
yeah,
that's what I would think, should at least happen to kind of find that balance of abilities and gunplay, in PvP because PvE, it's for the most part it's pretty good as long as it doesn't break a game or an encounter. For the most part, PvE stuff doesn't get touched. Unless I guess it's really great game breaking, but PvP gets a lot more touch because you have to find that balance. You can't let chaos run in the Crucible. You're not gonna have people play it. You're not gonna have, you're gonna lose the casual players that go in and play.
Right.
And I don't know if they cater towards the new light players more for PvP because they want them to have a better experience, or if they cater to the try-hard players. I really don't know. I just sometimes, I don't feel this way, but I see the conversations, I think that they don't, or, that they leave the casuals behind. I see where people are coming from with that, but I don't think that's the case. I think Bungie's philosophy is they want fun over balance, and I think you need to find a balance between fun and balance. You need to have where people can go and have fun, but you can't just have chaos run. Yeah. Like mayhem is one thing. That's an all absolute blast. Go have fun. Go destroy things. That's fine. But I really hope Bungie decides to step up their PvP game, and which they are. This season was the most PvP content we've seen in a while. And like I said in the Discord the other day, you saw, I said, beggars can't be choosers. We PvP players have begged for content, and we got some content. Now, is the map not the greatest from what I've heard? We had that little snipe off, and so far it wasn't that great. Making us wait that long for a map like that is not the best. In my opinion,
they should have done something cool where how you go into the raid and there's all those worms that are sliced up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They should have done something like that where it's inside the pyramid.
Yeah, I agree. Just again, Bungie is so creative, and I just, like I said, I don't know if they're because if Bungie, literally they've been tweeting out, and I remember Joe Blackburn, who's the assistant game director or he actually might be now game director of Destiny 2. I don't know if he's not assistant. He was assistant, and he might be now game director. He said 2 weeks ago, I think he said, excited for the future of Destiny 2. So that means, okay, well, Destiny 2 has this 2-year contract or whatever, or I'm sorry, they had a 10-year contract with the name and everything, and we're at the 8-year mark. And I think, if Destiny 2 is going to become an ever-evolving game and it's going to continue after the 2+ years, Bungie needs to bring out updates to PvP and PvE more frequently. If you're going to become this open world because you're an open world first person shooter. So the people who say it's a PvE game, or there's people that say it's a PvP only game, or it's just a Gambit game, right. Which no one says that, but that's not the case. It's an open world first person shooter. That's what Destiny 2 is classified as, with obviously probably some other stuff in there too, other tags, but that's what it is. So I think Bungie needs to really step up, and they say not waiting 6+ months for an update to the abilities patch. It's they want to tackle all the abilities at the same time, but it's take a look. It's okay, if Child of the Old God, let's say, is really dominating, let's go work on that first, and let's put a patch out there, so, for that. Then then they look at the next problem, and it's maybe they can get a few things tackled within 2 weeks. And says, okay, here's a 2-week thing. We've adjusted renewal grass. We've adjusted. I get it. It playtest, but it's you playtest 8 hours a day. Maybe more, depending too. You playtest, and I'm not saying Bungie doesn't just sit on their butts all day and do nothing. Bungie is very hard, and I respect the work that all Bungie does. But you're playtesting this, and it's does it really take 6 months to playtest, or you mark off, okay, we checked renewal grass, but we're going to put it in a thing, and we're not going to release this update for 6 months. It's if you're going to be, again, this open world game and this ever evolving game, you need to bring updates out faster.
Well, it's a live service game, so you're releasing content. And you need to be releasing updates. Right.
Exactly. It's a live. Right. Exactly. So it's it's not a game that just, it's I don't know if you've ever even heard of the game, Sly Cooper, which was my go-to game when I was a kid. I loved that game. It was
the fox,
the raccoon.
The raccoon. Yeah.
Yeah. The raccoon, the turtle, and the hippo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my game. That. But they made it, and they make one game, and they said, okay, it's perfect. The game does what we want. You have a start and an end. You're able to get these things. They made sure, and then they release it, and then that's it. They don't update it. They make the second game or whatever. They start working on the second game. But Bungie is not that, or Destiny 2 is not that. You are, excuse me. You are a live service game. You need to be pushing out updates more than just 6 months. And Bungie is getting better. I will give credit where credit's due. Bungie is definitely getting better at giving updates more. But I feel more frequent is what's needed. And I don't know. And I'm hopefully I think in the fall, if I'm not mistaken, I was talking with somebody, I think they said in the fall, I think this partnership with Bungie is supposed to come into full effect. The Sony and Bungie partnership. I think that's when, Sony will start working with them on their stuff. So hopefully, Bungie pushes for Sony to give them more resources that they could push out these updates more, and they can get maybe dedicated servers to the Crucible and have a design team who's working on PvP and has PvP community managers that relays only and looks for feedback on PvP. So you have like DMG, Hippie, and Cosmo who does all the feedback for everything. And then you have a few community managers that does what's in the raid stuff and what's in the PvP stuff and what's into, maybe trials. And they relate to all their teams and they say, okay, this is what the players are angry about. This is what the players like. Let's see what we can do to get a middle ground on things,
right.
So. Sorry, I ranted a little bit too long.
If you want to start with the TWAB, you can. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good segue. And if people have questions too, or anything, just tag us in the Twitch channel.
We will get to chat at some point. If we don't reply immediately, we will get to it.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, we might be in the middle of a conversation. And do you see that? Does the bitrate say it's red on your end?
My internet crapping?
I don't know. I mean, it looks good.
I don't know how to check bitrate on.
Are you on Stream Manager?
No.
Oh, you're not looking at the Stream Manager?
No, I'm just using slobs.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I'll refresh. Let me see real quick before we get into the TWAB. What kind of breakdown? Okay, it says it's green now. Maybe that was a little bit. We might have hit a little crash. It did refresh a little bit, and then it went back. So I think we're good.
Right.
Okay, sweet. So you can so again, ladies and gents, we did address a little bit of the incidents that happened in Texas. There are some resources. Please @SMHmark TWAB in the chat. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
for you
links
here.
are in the TWAB.
Yep, links are in the TWAB for some mental health stuff, and the National Alliance on Mental Health, or NAMI, or the JED Foundation for Emotional Health and Prevents Suicide for Teens and Young Adults. Please give them a check if you are in need of help. That goes, and I will have these links in the description of the YouTube videos. So please be on the lookout for them if you need help. So please go seek help if you do. So, but all right, so we can go past the mental health stuff here. So we can go down to basically. So this is just kind of a summary of okay, we went into the new season. We are. The question is is the moon haunted? Kind of what we have to decide that, which I think, like I said, is really cool. And that's why it's called Season of the Haunted. It's kind of for you to decide, is it haunted? Where are we going? What's the next steps? We could, that's a movie of the week thing. We can watch the new trailer if you want.
Yeah, well, I want to watch the developer insight because I have not watched that. And that's basically a breakdown of the trailer.
Okay, where is it? Is it linked in the TWAB?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's Destiny 2 Season Haunted Solar 3.0 Developer Insight.
Let's see. Season of the Hypo. Is this a Minecraft thing? What
are you talking about?
I have a weird link here. What the hell? I don't have that one there.
That's just in a Minecraft video? What did you say?
Yeah, it says Last Wish built in Minecraft. Movie of the week thing. I'm gonna refresh my page.
Oh, that might be the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie of the week got moved up, and now I just refreshed, and now here's the developer insight.
That is hilarious. Okay.
Ladies and gents, we are gonna now watch the Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted Solar 3.0 developer insight.
When we were building Solar, that it was like getting a new console for Christmas. Oh my God, it's Solar 3.0. You want to open it up and you want to hook it up, and you're really excited, and you want it to blow you away. Ideally, it melts your face off.
Jake was at the bottom of the TWAB.
No, I was not. I literally was at the top.
Been stagnant for 3 years now.
Everybody.
Doesn't mesh
with
an evolving world.
Chat, please let us know if you can hear this
really
too.
Wanted to make sure that as we build towards this moment, your Guardian is also meaningfully changing too.
We just sit in silence.
Makes really powerful combinations and to kill monsters in ways that you had not previously imagined you could.
We wanted to make sure we delivered on the Fire God fantasy.
The Fire God.
Both the
That's a sick-ass grenade.
Sun and the extremely deadly scorching heat of the sun, and we wanted to marry those two in a complete package.
For the Titan, they are burn the world, basically. Like, they are the best at big damage. So for the gunslinger,
I like the new
they're
skull
best at
helmets.
weapon damage, so they are the people that make their team radiant. And then for the warlock, we wanted to lean into this combo of archangel and pyromancer, where they're very good at burning things.
You said you
but
like the new
also,
what?
They're the best healers out of the classes.
The priority is always deliver on
Alright,
fantasy,
sick.
deliver on fun. It has to be balanced totally, but that balance could never come at the expense of fun. There needs to be cackles and giggles in the play. Mike actually did
It's like
work on
Tag is
the
having a
show,
conversation
so we came up
with
a series of
himself.
changes that we're going to make solar more spicy.
Oh,
within
man.
Look at that grenade. I like how it like rains down fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this like farm simulator looking land.
Consecration
Yeah.
came out of this
What
idea
the
we
hell?
wanted to give
Dude, they
Titans
can just
the
line up.
ability to
Bro, why
do
can't we do
things
that? Why can't they just line up decks like that?
You'd pitch slide melee uppercut, and it was like, oh well.
I
you can't
absolutely
hammer.
love that
There's
for
no
the
way
Titan.
around it.
I'm having a blast
different
doing
from
that.
anything we've ever built before.
I know you
We
are.
weren't actually sure if we could do
Love it.
But then, 4 hours later or so, I posted a video of a prototype, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we should do this."
That's
just
so
go in,
crazy. Look at that. I love it.
And then it's funny too because you do this and it feels complete almost like just it's an uppercut. But then if you're up there, and then you can just bring them down, that combo.
So sick, man.
That's where it's at.
So the hunters have that dive. What do the warlocks have?
So new for Hunter.
That's a
we have
great question.
Ooh, okay, that's a pretty cool
Effectively, it's like a bundle of
grenade.
3 trip mine grenades that you like.
That's
duct
pretty
tape
sick.
together, or, like, wrap
Mhm.
up with a belt.
That one's
I love
cool.
how you
I
can
like that.
throw 3 trip mine grenades, but you can only throw 1 if you have trip mine on.
Part of it is, we made it
So
really
weird.
easy to shoot it out of the air. So you can really
Oh, that hitbox is
like,
nuts.
trick shot fantasies of, like, throwing a
Jesus.
stick of dynamite
It's like a
over
war
the
mine
cannon,
cell.
blast
Yeah,
it,
oh, the
and,
finger
like,
snap, that's right.
blow people up behind cover, behind a corner, stuff like that.
The finger snap, bro.
I like that the grenade only has
Finger
like
snap.
like
Incendiary
1
snap is
health.
really cool, and
Mhm.
it provides a role where there's a large crowd
Ooh.
control, right? There's a large amount of targets in front of me. I want to blanket the area on fire.
The finger
Right.
snap's so cool.
Warlock very
I like how they don't show
fast,
names, too.
fingers,
Yeah, right.
Like the
wave of
Crucible
fire,
names,
test
they don't want to
footage.
get they don't want to get made fun of.
Concentrate that on a target.
Like, bro, who's this guy that like missed all of his shots or something? Because they actually will get shit. People make, bro, the fucking the devs can't play Crucible for shit.
The ripple effects
It's like,
of those
bro,
changes throughout the
they're
entire
human.
testing and sandbox game.
They're gonna miss some shots.
Seeing all
Must
that
have hacks on.
together, any one piece, you can't see what it is until you see a team playing together with it.
Oh, the hammers feel so good too.
And then when you see
Oh,
teams
so they have like a little
playing
shatter
together,
dive
it's
kind of
like-
thing, but it's not like a shatter dive, you know?
I think it heals.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know, I could be wrong. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer because that was basically the trailer.
Yeah, basically, just kind of, yeah, for sure. But you can watch the trailer. I'll link the trailer in the description. The devs are hacking. I mean, they could be. They could be. Yeah.
I mean,
They,
it's
they
their
probably
game.
have. They probably have potential.
Dude, I bet you they have a couple accounts that like signed up for the hacking service and they were just like testing it.
Yeah, they're like,
Bet
how
you.
bad is this? Oh my
Yeah, they're like,
god,
oh Jesus!
Jesus!
We gotta do something about this. Dude, this
Can you
one time
imagine?
I was playing Control and we were like slapping this team and then a bunch of people
Okay.
left and then this one guy joined and you would just get like shot with an arrow through a wall and you would be like a quarter health
Yep.
and then you would just see like another arrow
Uh-huh.
come at you and hit you and then the
Yep.
dude would be like 1,000 feet above the map and then like whenever their team would start winning he would come back into the game and play normally and whenever they would start losing again he would go invisible again and go through the wall and kill us again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, bro, really? Like, you're doing this just so you on a fucking, just like a control, just regular, non-competitive playlist. This is what you're doing.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. I know I've seen people. It's like Bungie should just give us like a cheats thing, like a cheats playlist. Like just go in, have infinite heavy, infinite super, and just go ham.
Well, they should just make very customizable private matches. That'd be fun. You can adjust
That would be fun.
the timing on everything.
I feel like, and you know what I would really have a lot of fun with if Bungie would add bots to Crucible playlist. I would go practice my M&K stuff, and I would go mess around so hard with bots, and it could be a lot of fun. Like I would put them on hard. Like I'd be like, okay, so now I play hard, but I feel like I'm not playing real people, and I don't get pissed as easily,
Right.
But yeah, so that'd be a lot of fun if they did that, but I don't foresee them doing that. But in addition, though, everything. So there's a new Crucible map. I've heard, like I said, it's pretty dog water. I've only played it on once. I gotta go play an actual Sixes map to fully understand it, and it hopefully will not be the Trials map because it is way too big to be a Trials map.
That's gonna be rough.
And I think I have a feeling Bungie's gonna be like, okay, day one, let's put Trials back on this map. It's like, yeah, okay, but Rift is back in Destiny 2. It will be it'll be live next week with Iron Banner on next Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, you can actually, though, if you want, you can go play Rift and private matches.
Oh, really?
Yes, I saw the Gamers First squad. They were doing like a battle royale. Well, they eventually started on like a Rift setting.
Oh,
they
I think I saw this.
Rift. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then they went and they played. They did like a Destiny 2 battle royale, and which looked a lot of fun, But so yeah, you could play Rift in the private matches, which is like. Gig said it though in that squad. He was like, "How are you going to give us PvP content, but then don't release Rift on day one, like into the regular playlist? Like, why do you have to wait a season just to make it in? Like, I'm like, Gigs, you're not wrong on that." But basically, so now everyone, the Cabal are back on the Leviathan. You can go and now farm for Beloveds, Drangs,
Ostringers.
Callus mini tool, Ostringers mini tool, or no, I'm sorry, Callus mini tool, yeah, Callus mini tool. What else is there? I feel like I'm missing one or two.
So this basically just progresses the story with the Witness a little bit more.
Yeah,
we get to buddy up with Eris. Let's see here. Still making a mission become everyone's problem. Means we got to work fast to get the answers we seek to uncover sinister reality that lurks beneath the surface. Season of the Haunted dives deep into the philosophy of what it means to be the duality of existence. Are you really? Are you really? Are you ready? Good, because it's about to get intense. With the new season comes new activities, weekly missions, Sever, which is like a weekly story mission, I guess. Sever challenges. Let's see here, new dungeon coming out tomorrow, the 27th. Let's see, new artifact. Obviously, with new season comes new artifact. The second activity. Okay, so yeah, so they're basically talking about the containment and the derelict public spaces. One just spawns you at the event. One of them is just kind of like a public space, I guess you could call it. I actually really enjoy this event. I think it has like Escalation Protocol vibes and like the Blind Well vibes, so I enjoy it.
Yeah,
and I really like the Scythe, dude. Yeah, talking about the Scythe here now. It's pretty cool. Just go use it. Let's see. What is this talking about? This is talking about. Oh, this is talking about the Scythe more. I think what Scorch goes to like 4 stacks, and once it hits 4, it ignites. I think. Yeah, right here. 4-hit combo, hitting enemies with the light attack projectile, scorches them. 30 plus 20 stacks. Oh, 20 stacks. Wait, what? Light attack also does melee damage to nearby targets when players swing. The air attack launches a projectile. The heavy attack slams. And is basically the new exotic grenade launcher that shoots out the 3 things.
Oh my god. Nice, dude.
Oh, if you kill enemies with the Scythe, you spawn orbs of healing solar light. That's interesting. I didn't know that. New dungeon, Who Dis? A new dungeon has arrived, and yes, it definitely puts a new spin on Existential Crisis. Normally, this is where we reveal all sorts of new information for the TWAB readers out there. But in the spirits of this season, we want you to experience it for the first time with a feeling of discovery. Believe us when we say that we couldn't be more jazzed up to hear your thoughts. Also, don't worry, the wait won't be long. I'm like dyslexic right now. The new dungeon goes live tomorrow, like I said, May 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mark your calendars. This is the new gear. That looks pretty sick. The Titan helmet kind of looks like some Titan helmets that we've already got, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would say this is very like mid armor.
Yeah, I would agree. The next set looks pretty like the fiery one.
That's sick.
Like
I think that's the seasonal one.
Yes, I think that's seasonal too.
Yeah.
That looks really dope as hell.
Every season. Oh wait, no. This I think this is seasonal gear as well. I don't think this is dungeon gear. This is not dungeon gear. This is not dungeon gear. I don't think.
So what is dungeon gear then?
I don't, because this is the regular gear, and I think this is the ornaments that drop from the season pass.
Oh,
the dungeon gear is hockey themed. Ooh, that'll be sick.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sweet,
with every season also comes new ways to show off customized Guardian style, and Haunted is no different. From a haunted aesthetic to getting in touch with your inner Eris Morn, here's a closer look at some of the different looks that you can make on your own. Can we also just take a second to appreciate the Nightmare seasonal ornaments? Because wow, yeah, those are pretty sweet. Those are pretty sweet. And then the Sparrow looks like something from Ghost Rider or something. New ornament for Trespasser, which Trespasser's back. There's an ad on YouTube. New shaders and emotes, of course, with every other season. The shell's all right. Okay, that's a cool Trespasser ornament.
I agree. Definitely agree.
That's pretty cool. That's way better. It almost looks like it has like the thorn front end. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. And I like how it has a little fire in the middle.
Yeah, I hope that like glows red if you shoot it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, kind of like Thorn. Yeah, like Thorn, like will shoot red, or like what's red when you're shooting it. You know, like one of the Thorn ornaments. I can't remember the name of it. It's like very front, or red on the front end. You know.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I forget what the ornament name's called. So I'm kind of hoping like that kind of theme. You know, or it's like fiery. Right. You know, as you're shooting. So, and then there's all the underneath the Solar 3.0 details and new Solar armor ornaments.
I don't like the Titan armor. I feel like the coolest looking one is probably the Warlock. I just think it's kind of cheesy to have like, it looks like the hunters have like kitchen knives on their chest.
I mean, they could.
The Titan just has a hammer. The swords are cool. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that armor.
I don't think it's the worst armor we've ever seen.
I don't think it's the worst, but the problem is remember Void 3.0 armor and the hunters had that like bow on their cloak?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was cool, dude. That was sick.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. And then I think the Titans could have the shield on their back, right?
Yes? Question mark?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it though.
Oh my god, that ship was. Sorry, I just scrolled down a little bit.
No, scroll down. My bad. Over this part.
All right, fine. So we're going to talk a little bit now about the Solar 3.0 fragment details and new Solar armor. So just like Void 3.0, aspects and fragments will be your best friend when exploring unique new play styles, perfecting existing combat choices, or just going ham on a new iteration of a subclass that maybe hasn't fit your niche in the past, or niche, however you want to pronounce it. The choice to drive all in on that fiery action is yours, and we may be biased here. Solar 3.0 is pretty darn nifty, so we hope you check it out. Plus, you can quite literally fight fire with fire. Who doesn't want to do that? That is true. And there's all the pictures we've seen. So, by now, many Guardians have already started diving into what Solar 3.0 means for new combat possibilities. Just like with Void 3.0, Solar's revamp can be done through Ikora in the tower before meditating at the kiosk near her to lock in the newly learned disciplines. You may or may not have noticed that there are a few select fragments are locked. Don't worry, it wasn't Telesto this time, because Telesto is the big meme, and when in doubt, blame Telesto. You guys, like, has anyone ever watched Fairly Odd Parents? And when you watch Fairly Odd Parents, Mr. Turner always blamed Dinkelberg.
Yeah,
Dinkelberg. And he's like Dinkelberg. So it's like Telesto. Anytime something breaks in the game. Well, if you don't know about that
meme, it crashes. You know how you experienced how the Banshee was holding the Telesto? Or yes. No, he wasn't even there for you.
Yes, he wasn't there for me.
But he's crashing people's games.
Yeah.
Like if you go visit him, he'll crash your game. And he's holding Telesto, which is so ironic.
That is so funny. Like, seriously, there isn't a coding problem with Telesto. They just need to get rid of the gun.
Sunset that one over.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be funny if they did. They're like, okay, Telesso's causing too much problems. We need to get rid of it for now. And just or do like Telesto 3.0 and just make it different. Call it a new gun. Maybe Telesto is a bug name. I don't know.
Just have it do like 0 damage. It'd just be a meme gun.
Yeah, for real. Or yeah, even like that, or put that in like the All Mayhem playlist that we decided,
Make it secretly heal everyone rather than do damage.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just with it and they just start healing.
Dude, if I would troll my team so hard on that, I would sneak and I would like DM the other team and be like, I'm gonna heal you guys, just play along or something. And my team's like, the fuck is going on? I'm like, just attack my team. Go ahead.
That would unfortunately last for like a day, because then everyone else would know about it. Everyone's making videos about it and shit.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, so this is actually intentional, that some fragments are locked. Since we're on one team, since we're a one team, one fight type of bunch, there are 4 fragments that can be unlocked via the community working together. How? Glad you asked, dear reader. Guardians can unlock fragments of Solar 3.0 by completing a number of nightmare containments. Each Guardian that fights the good fight will count as a completion, so having a full fire team that is focused on the objective will benefit Guardians greatly. Benefit groups greatly. Basically, double the progression of a team of 6 versus, say, a team of 3. The goal is to hit 20 million completions as a community. With that goal, those 4 Solar 3.0 fragments will be unlocked and ready to pick up from Ikora. That being said, there's one thing to note about the fragments. There was some confusion during the launch of Season of the Haunted. Excuse me, I have to yawn. Okay. During the launch of the season. My bad, dude. I really think it's proven that yawning is contagious.
Oh, it is. I 100% believe it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm with you on that. The launch of Season of the Haunted, and we wanted to explain what happened and what is intentional. The 4 locked fragments were always intended for this particular community-driven initiative, but there was a small hiccup on day 1. To clarify this, the 4 fragments that will unlock after the above community effort are Ember of, I'm going to butcher that name, Freon, Ember of Char, Ember of Ashes, and Ember of Wonder. However, some players reported being able to receive some of these early. That is connected to something on the team found in their investigation that allows early access for veteran players who had previously built into the Solar subclass, whereas newly created Guardians still have these locked. This caused some players to unlock Ember of Ashes and Embers of Wonder, which was intended to be locked. Also, some players were unable to acquire fragments that should be unlocked for everyone at the start.
You're tired there, boss, huh?
My bad, dude. Yeah, a little bit.
we can read Twab and then watch a video and end it if you want.
Yeah, we'll kind of call it there. I think we don't want to talk all about the season in one day. Right. As there's always gonna be more to unlock. So, but those players were not able to receive 2 fragments, which were meant to be available to day 1 or on day 1, called Ember of Eruption and Ember of Searing. The team has made the decision that they don't want to remove any fragments for people who have unlocked them, and the goal is for all 6 fragments unlocked when we hit the community goal mentioned above. We're sure it'll happen in no time. Fire can't be tamed, and apparently this is also true in Destiny 2. Ellie, can you please? I'm trying to read the twab.
Sorry. Ellie's here.
Oh, man. Ellie, you want a treat? We need a treat redemption in here. So,
honestly.
So what does this mean for players now? For now, we encourage players that have unlocked the fragments to play around with them and experiment with different playlists. For everyone else, we're getting closer to reaching the unlock goal. We hope you enjoy the new season until then. Basically, this is like some ornaments now. Basically, here if you scroll down.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that the Warlock has the sword. Oh, okay. I just saw this too. Look at the gun on the Hunter's hip. That's actually pretty sick.
Is that a gun on the left side?
Yeah, it's a golden gun on his hip. Those boots would be cool as shit with some other armor.
Oh, yeah.
I also like the Warlock sword.
Yes, I like the sword there. I like the knives coming out of his hand, like a Freddy Krueger / Wolverine kind of thing. Yeah. And I like the throwing hammer and the hammer in the middle of his chest. I really honestly like that. I think that's a better picture of a representation of the armor.
Yeah.
I kind of know what we saw above, and it's like, we don't know, but I just seen that. Like, that looks really badass. But I do like the sword.
The Hunter arms are a little goofy.
Let me see. Oh yeah,
because one side has like plated, and then the other side's not.
Yeah, I don't like the arms.
Hunters always get screwed on like Like your armor's not the same on both sides ever.
For some reason, I don't understand.
Ever.
I mean, yeah.
One arm is like always armored or like really tanked, and the other one's just like, here's my jacket sleeve.
Yep, that's it. That's basically how it goes.
And that Sparrow is very, very,
Yeah, the Sparrow's
that's a cool ass ship.
But dude, yeah, look at the ship, dude.
That thing looks like it could tear through anything.
Dude, that ship is
Jeez.
fire. Like, so there's definitely some pros and cons, obviously, you know. But I guess I'll take a look at the Iron Banner because, like, you know, it's being PvP. I like this.
Yeah,
this is my thing, my jam. So, in case you missed it, we previously shared a ton of news about Iron Banner and explaining some of the reasoning behind most of its evolution. And in case you missed that memo, we should mosey on over to the previous breakdown right here. And I'll have that link in the description. Basically, it is the TWAB from, I will click on it on my end. It is the TWAB from May 12th of 2022. Hippie wrote it. You can click on it though lower and underneath the Iron Banner description. There's a little embedded link that says go to here, and you can go and read all the full Iron Banner details, which I will not do, but there'll be a link in the description to read that. But the gist is that we want to make Valis Forge, who is now was once Lord Saladin. He is now Valis Forge. It is something with the lore. I don't know exactly. I would have to catch up on that. But now he is Valis Forge, and it's his Iron Banner, you know, not Lord Saladin. Which is weird because it's like we had him as Lord Saladin all through Destiny 1 and most of Destiny 2, and now he's changed. So it's like
he'll still be Lord Salad.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, he'll still be Lord Salad Man. You know, everything. I love Lord Salad Man. So to make Valis Forge's competitive event feel more like an event, which is great. I love that, and we can elaborate on that here in a second. Because of that, we're amping up the ante.
Yeah, the ante.
And moving the event frequency to twice a season, May 31st and July 2nd, or July 12th, excuse me. To spread the might of Iron Wolves, Valis Forge will now be in front and the center of Eva Levante's usual spot. So nice. I really like that change that they're making.
Didn't tuck it away.
Yeah, they didn't tuck it away. I like that, and I really like May 1st, or 2 days, or 2 weeks, I guess. May 31st and July 12th, because it felt like Iron Banner was like every other week. And it's like, and then you take away from the trials population, which isn't fair. As much as like trials is like, it can be a lot of a pain. That's not fair that you take, because trials doesn't happen on on Iron Banner weeks. You're basically taking away the thunder of Iron Banner, or of trials all the time, you know? Yeah. And so I definitely didn't agree with that, like, you know, in previous seasons. So I'm glad that Bungie realized that. Let's make it not as frequent as we do, you know? So, but anyway, to spread the, okay, I read that. Yep. So now this is where it becomes the either love it or hate it, and this is where a lot of debate comes in. We're also disabling power levels so that the sweet gear you might be holding on to, i.e. beloved, adored, or not adored, sorry, beloved, spare rations, recluse, all those guns, which I really think I deleted most of them before Witch Queen.
They're all in my vault.
Yeah, I deleted them because I was like, Bungie's never going to do anything with them. And I was like, I'm just going to delete them. And here we are. But it's okay. I like using new stuff. I don't like using the same stuff all the time. You know, I try to switch it up, you know. But so you can go off and dust those basically. So if you want to pull out spare rations, you could take that on Iron Banner. You won't be penalized. Iron Banner also comes bearing a new PvP map alongside Rift. The new map called Disjunction will be available for all modes through Rift. Is just for Iron Banner until Season 18. We think you'll really enjoy this new area, and not just for the intended design that allows for more ways to strategize. Not only do we continue the Throne World theme, but it is also one of the largest maps we've ever had in PvP. It'll be a good time, but we'll also be keeping our eyes peeled for any feedback you have for us. Which the map is like, you know, the map's too big. It's like a Convergence. Everyone's complaining about Convergence, but they made a map that basically is like Convergence. You know, you spend most of it running out of your spawn. You know, you can't find people, especially it's a new map, so it takes a lot of people to find out where the spawn locations are, everything like that. But, you know, it's definitely, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about the map, but I guess I got to really play sixes on it to better understanding of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's a new, just kind of, we won't read all this word for word, but basically, you know,
I can read it if you want.
Yeah, go. Oh, if you want, go for it.
Basically, obviously, Bungie's very charitable and very giving and caring about community surrounding Bungie. So obviously they do a lot with St. Jude with their Bungie Foundation. So on June 3rd to June 10th, starting on June 3rd at 9 a.m. PT, there's new gaming marathon stream that'll be happening. If you are interested in it, there's a link in the TWAB there for you to take you to it. And there are 2 emblems if you donate, which I am a sucker for donation emblems. I do them every single time. Anytime there's like they did that Australia like wildfire shirt with the kangaroo. Yep. Oh, bought that thing immediately. Any of these charities that they always post, I always do it just because like it goes to a good cause and I get a sick ass emblem. Yep. So they have a $20 one and a $60 one. The $60 one's pretty cool. I like the colors in it and the designs. 21's pretty cool. I like those colors too. But those are your 2 options if you decide to donate. Always a good choice. Good, good foundation. Good emblem, good reward. So.
And actually, the Allied Guardians too will be doing sometime in later July. Still trying to work out the details, but the Allied Guardians will be doing a donation or doing a charity event of like PvP and like some games. Still trying to work out iron out the details on that. Yeah. So stay tuned for updates. But basically, we'll be supporting the Bungie Foundation, and we are trying to come up with a way that we can thank you as well, the community, for donating to the Bungie Foundation. Because that's what the LA Guardians are about, is showing love and positivity and helping the community out. So stay tuned for more information on that coming hopefully within the next few weeks. But
yeah, the rest of it is player support reports with hot fixes, known issues that they are addressing. If you want a full list of it, feel free to look at the TWAB in the description, or just obviously type in TWAB in your browser and go right on over to Bungie.net and go to their TWAB. Then we got movie of the week. I don't think I'll watch much of these on stream. I'm not really one to linger around and watch these. But they are very interesting. That is some pretty damn fine art, though, I will say. The crown. Yeah, that is pretty solid. That looks like something like Tad's working on, dude. I feel like we're gonna see Tad up here.
Oh, Tad would be up there. I want Leah to get up there too. You know, like she can make a guardian and stuff. You know, put work up there. You know, I want to see some of our tag members underneath Artist of the Week, because we have some very, very beautiful and talented individuals.
Yeah. Okay, you want to move on to the video?
Yeah, we can watch the video and we can kind of, close everything out, and then we'll be good and we'll go from there.
Do you want me to send you the link, or are you just going to watch it through stream?
If you want to mute my mic, and I'll watch it through stream, just so there's no frequency picked up.
Okay.
All right, sweet. Let me know when you mute it.
I'm muting myself. Okay, you're muted. All right, here we go. This is a video by MP Edits. We've watched a few of his videos on my streams before. This is Season of the Void and Other Things. It is absolutely hilarious. Oh my god, I spent so long just dying at this. Let me turn up your guys' volume real quick. If you are listening, feel free to follow us on Twitch so that way you can actually see what we're laughing at. Dude, this video is so good.
And will allow players to build craft in ways that they've never done before.
People still play Destiny 2?
People still play Destiny 2? I love that clip. It's such a good meme, dude. Oh man, here we go. This is such a good video, man. MP edits is so good on these videos, guys. If you have not seen his videos, you need to go watch them.
Just started.
Why?
50 new guns come out, and this guy's using Not Forgotten.
Weapon crafting lets you target a specific role, and you get exactly the thing you want.
I really want to see what
The memes, the Peepo memes.
the feedback that we're gonna get, and
The COD
all
perks.
of the things that they're doing with that new system.
What? What?
Yeah, mind benders. The Minecraft crafting table, dude.
Welcome to LiveMojo.com. Today we're taking a look at the worst guns in video games. The trash! I don't care! What? Yes! No! No! Yes!
I'm coming after you.
Get this shit off
These edits are so good, dude. This is so good. Look at this.
Is it possible this story is true?
No way. Not this time. We created it.
What really happened here?
Bring it, pussy.
Every time, man. Every time a melee person, like a melee super build comes and tries to challenge your bubble, it's over.
What's going on with you?
This thing's kind of a long video.
That's a handsome boy right there.
Volatile.
I'm Alex Padilla.
No!
This message.
What is this? Bro. Oh, rip. Gotta love ads.
I can explain.
Fuck you.
I am a god.
Defeated Squidward. Dude, I feel like Jake has an issue with this every time he plays Trials. Jake and Axion bolts are literally arch nemesis. Like, domain expansion, baby.
I just gotta keep sprinting.
Titan boxing. Dude, epic Jujutsu Kaisen reference. Totally, Tad. Such a good anime. Every time, man. the SpongeBob boots.
Huh?
The nuke. It's so good, man. Every time, man. Every time I get bagged. The child of God. The Carl noise, love it.
What is that?
Fucking Horlays. Dude, that's totally how Funnel Web goes. This is so bad, dude.
I actually got someone. Wait, I killed the same guy.
That's so unfortunate, dude. Blatant bug abuse. Oh, you know who was doing? I won't say anything.
He can do that.
He could do that?
Man in the universe.
You're so fucking banned. Holy shit, that was so funny. Oh man. You're so fucking banned. Alright, that was fun. Yes, you are. That was such a good meme. Wait, it like sucked in his face and it was like volatile. Oh my god, dude. That was a good end. Yeah, true. No, you're good. Yeah. Oh wait, no, you are just okay. Now we can hear you.
Are
Do it
you
again.
fucking kidding me?
There you go. Now we can hear you. I
Are you kidding me?
I had you muted in Discord, and then I also had you muted in OBS for some reason.
You know.
Disrespect, I know.
You know what? You're not the host anymore, bro. Sorry.
I know, for real.
Anyway, I was saying, wow. So we were sorry for that, like 30-second silence to our audio
Jake's
listeners.
fault. You guys could hear me.
Yeah, you know what? It's my fault. My bad. No, I will put the link to that video in the description of the YouTube video, and then I will put a link to MP Edits, who was the editor of all that video, which I've seen a little bit of his work, and I have not seen that video, but that video was freaking hilarious.
It's a new one. It just came out recently.
Oh, did it? Okay, sweet. So I'll definitely take a look more at his videos. But I will have all those links in the description. And the video, this should be going live by Friday morning at 10 a.m. So take a look out for it. And yeah, it'll be amazing. Mr. Kumara, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to say thanks for everyone who came and hung out and chatted with us.
Yes.
Thanks for sticking through the trial period of this, I guess you could say.
Yep.
I was a little nervous before this. I don't know why. I guess, like you said, it was a new format.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just got to go to your streaming place, you know.
Exactly.
But no, I had a blast with this. I'm excited to see what we can talk about in the future and the guests that we can have. You know, the other content that we could talk about. I mentioned to Jake I want to talk about every once in a while other gaming events and news, and possibly at the start of each month we can cover what games are coming out this month, you know. Things to keep an eye out for, anything major in gaming like news or events. I mean, obviously, you know, it's a Destiny kind of heavy podcast and stream, but obviously Destiny is a game in the gaming community, and the gaming community is kind of the base of it all. So there will be a lot more content here going forward. If you, you know, we'll update stuff if we change anything on our Discord, !Discord. If you want to join our Discord, feel free to apply to become a member as well. Great community here. We are more than welcoming to everyone. If you need help with anything, PvE, PvP, you'll find someone in there. Everyone is super welcoming. The moment you join, you'll have people saying hi and welcoming you in there and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I had a blast with today's stream. I'm excited to see what the future holds.
For sure. Yeah, we'll definitely, like, you know, we'll call those basically too, like, when we talk. Like, I think we could start it definitely next week's episode on January 2nd. Well, actually, we probably won't do next week because we have a guest. But we might be able to. We'll have to talk more about it. But because we do have Anna Bray Tech coming on the show next week to talk, who has over 10,000 followers on Twitter and is the fan account of Anna Bray from like Clovis Bray and everything like that through Destiny. So very excited to be talking with them on our show. But we'll definitely be doing special topic episodes because Tag, we are trying to be in the process of evolve to other games. Destiny 2 is obviously our home base, but we're trying to get people through either competitive games and just like games like cozy games, like, you know, like Stardew Valley and like Minecraft, and like different things where there's no competitive aspect. So we're trying to really rebrand through that. And so definitely other games will be on the table of talking, and more content through other games will be coming hopefully in the near future. But yes.
I do want to bring one more thing up. For some reason, a follower alert didn't show up. I got to look at that. But Unlucky Gid followed us about an hour ago, so thank you for the follow, Gid. Welcome in, brother. Sorry the alert didn't pop up. We'll try to get it up next stream.
Yes. Yes.
But thank you for the follow.
Yes, and actually, Unlucky Gid is going to be a new member of Tag.
Yeah, welcome in.
They sent in an application, and after review, they are accepted.
Let's go.
You heard it here, TAGcast friends. I don't know if he's still in here, but he hasn't gotten an email. And
hey, Tad just followed. Welcome,
Tad, you've been in here for an hour and a half, and you have not followed. Well, you know what? You know, I'm removing that green sword, dude.
Yeah, dang. Yeah,
dang, dude.
Modded and not even following.
Yeah, you know what, bro? Oh man, but thank you guys so much. We really encourage anybody who is interested, even in the streaming content creation world, or just as a player. I forgot the follow button. Insist.
I mean, he usually is in both of our chats, and it's always followed. So
yes, that is true. So yeah, because Ted always does hang out with us. Yeah. If you want to follow to us on our channels,
that's what we should do. We should do commands. We should do DrSnake command and MrKumara command, and have our links there.
Hey.
Oh, is it already done?
I don't have our links. Damn, I did not add that. But why does it say ache?
Ache.
All right. The commands aren't perfect, but I will get them fixed.
It's okay.
But there are commands actually, so I just got to add links and make sure that they're good. But I just kind of copied and pasted them. But
yeah, no worries.
So we'll fix them up. But I stream mainly Destiny 2. It's a variety of other games at twitch.tv/DrSnake098. And MrKumara streams. I guess I'll let you kind of explain.
It's also whenever Destiny content gets released, like I said earlier, I do give Destiny the love it deserves. So anytime there's new fresh content, you'll be seeing me stream Destiny 2 with my dad, with Jake, our community. We play with a lot of people, and you could be the next one to join us too. So feel free to, let us know if you ever want to play. But I do a wide variety of games, anything from, Visage, it's a spooky game, anything to an open world survival game, to Overwatch. There's such a wide variety of games that I play, and it is over at twitch.tv/MrKumara. That's MrKumara.
Sweet. I'm just kind of editing my command after the stream.
Oh, yeah, you just do yours.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just kidding. But yeah, thanks
great.
for hanging out, everyone. We will see you guys on the next one, June 2nd, you said?
Yes, June 2nd, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Again, if you're on YouTube, please drop us a follow. Come watch us live, ask questions. Again, we will have Anna Braytek on the show next week to come and talk some Destiny 2, more PvE, probably what they're feeling about the new season, everything, what they do. They'll talk probably a little bit about Tower LFG because they are the social media managers, I guess, through Tower LFG. So, and they are one of our partners and sponsors of the TAGcast Podcast. So it'll be really, really wonderful to have that. But yes, we will see you June 2nd at 9 p.m. Anna Bray might not be on until a little bit after because they got to work a little bit around that time. But
yeah, no worries. We can start it.
Right, we'll start it. We'll talk a little bit. Maybe that's the section we could talk about some new games of the month.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about other things and kind of summarize what we're going to be talking about. And then we'll get Anna Bray into the channel and their camera up and running, and we'll be good. We'll be able to talk. All right, have a wonderful night, have a great weekend, be safe out there, please be safe wherever you go, just be safe. And we hope to see you guys next week here live on twitch.tv/TAGuardians.
See you next week, Guardians. Take
care. Bye.